time to start. Thanks for coming. Good morning, everyone. My name is Chung-Wan Woo. I'm an associate director at the IBS Center for Neuroscience Imaging Research in Sungkyunkwan University.
Hello everyone, my name is Marius Brunsdorf. I'm a postdoc at the Dundas Institute for Brain Cognition and Behavior.
Yeah, welcome to our session, Social and Affective Neuroscience oral session. So we have 6 exceptional talks lined up for today. And the first speaker
will be Yijun Chen from the University of Science and Technology of China. With the talk, I'm looking out to
Thank you.
a lot. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you. Can I see my PowerPoint? Oh, thank you. Hi everyone. My name is Yijun Chen, and I'm the PhD student from the University of Science and Technology of China. And today I'm really excited to stand here and be the first presenter at this section. And I'm going to present our hyperscanning study about the romantic relationships. In Chinese culture, we have a very famous poem that 心有灵犀一点通, and in English it means that the minds act upon minds. This describes the phenomenon that the partners, they can understand each other's feeling without words. This phenomenon is universal and occurred in many other cultures as well. And our interest about this phenomenon led us to go deep into the underlying mechanism behind this specific connection among the couples. And I have no disclosures. And emotions are very important in our daily life. We can see that it has a deeply integrated with the interpersonal dynamics and play a very crucial role in our relationship. And previous studies also found a very robust association between the emotional coordination and the relationship quality. With the advanced techniques like the hyperscanning, we can record the 2 brains or more brains simultaneously, and this enables us to discover the underlying mechanism behind the social interaction and the interpersonal relationship in a very natural way. And the recent hyperscanning about the romantic love studies, they also observed the higher levels of the neurosynchronization among the partners compared to the friends or the strangers. However, these studies often overlook the influence of the relationship quality, and also they only consider the interaction task. We know that the interaction is always accompanied with the emotion, so it's unclear that the higher synchronization is due to the more similar emotional experience during this process among the couples, or just because they have more harmonious interactions. To control the influence of the interaction, we use a non-directed interaction way. We ask the participants to watch the emotional videos in this task, and we use the EEG hyperscanning to record their neural signals. Here we use the NeuroCode device, 2 64-channel caps. And totally we got 25 pairs couples and 25 pairs friends. And the couples were required to be in the relationships for a period ranging from the 3 to 36 months. And the friends were the close friends and known each other for at least 3 months. As for the emotional video clips, we recruited additional 20 people to rate the videos. And finally, we got 12 videos. These videos, they all can effectively evoke the emotions. For example, for the emotions of the sadness, we got the clips from the movie Bambi and the movie Aftershock. Honestly, they are really sad movies. And these movie clips, they can be very useful to evoke the participants' emotions. And this is the procedure about our task, the video viewing task. After the video watching, the participants were required to rate their emotions. And during this whole process, they cannot see each other and they cannot communicate with each other. According to their self-reported emotional rating, we calculate their distance and change into the synchronization. And the highest emotional synchronization means the more similar emotional score the participants have. And as for the EEG signals, we divide the channels into 13 regions. And we focus on the 4 common frequency bands, theta, alpha, beta, and gamma. And we use the PLI to measure the phase synchronization between the 2 people, and use the PSD to measure the individual activation. Not surprisingly, we found higher emotional synchronization in the couples. As for the PLI, after FDR correction, we found two differences. One is in the prefrontal cortex. We saw the couples, they had higher PLI in the couples. But in the right temporal, we found the friends, they have higher beta PLI than the couples. And then we conducted a Pearson correlation analysis among these variables with the relationship quality. We found that the quality significantly correlates with the couple synchronizations, like the emotional synchronization, there is a positive correlation. And the prefrontal PLI, there is a negative correlation. And in other four, there are no significance. And when control the relationship quality in the couples, we saw a positive correlation in the emotional synchronization in the prefrontal synchronization. This suggests the importance of the relationship quality. And then we divided the couples into two groups according to their median relationship quality, the high quality group and the low quality group. We saw that the prefrontal synchronization only correlated with the emotional synchronization in the high quality group, not in the low quality group. This means that the different relationship quality, they may have the different impacts on the true synchronization in the couples. And then we conducted the mediation analysis. We found that the PLI, it mediates the relationship between the quality and the emotional synchronization. Taking these results together, it emphasized the crucial role of the relationship quality, and also it suggests a compensation mechanism. When the couples, they have a lower relationship quality, they may to heighten their neurosynchronization to maintain this relationship. And then we also calculate the individual activation in the prefrontal cortex. The two-way ANOVA show that there is a significant interaction effect of the gender and the group. Specifically in the couples, we can see that the males had a higher PSD than the females, but no significance in the friends. Also, the males' activation had a significant correlation with the difference of their direct relationship quality and a negative correlation with their self-quality score, which means the lower relationship had a higher activation. This verified the compensatory mechanism in another perspective. Finally, we use these neural activities and also the emotional synchronization as features to build a series of the SVM classifications. The best model was achieved by using only the alpha PLI in the prefrontal cortex. And in conclusion, we examined the difference in the emotional experience, both in the neural and the behavioral performance between couples and friends from a direct synchronization perspective without direct interaction. We found that in couples, there is a deeper emotional connection with higher emotional synchronization and also the prefrontal synchronization. And this synchronization are modulated by the relationship quality. And then the couples, they show gender-based differences in the individual prefrontal cortex activation. And these activities in the prefrontal cortex can help us to effectively differentiate the couples from the friends. This is all about our study, and finally, I want to thank for the funding from the National Natural Science Foundation of China, and also thanks to my supervisor, Professor Xiaochu Zhang, and also all my lab mates of the Lab of Cognitive Neuropsychology, and also thank you all for your attention. This is my contact information for those who are interested for our study. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. That was lovely. With one question, did you measure quality of friendship as well?
Yes, we measured. We used.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have more time. Yeah.
Yeah, we have
If you have
The
a question, yeah, please come up.
The brave ones are also invited to the mic if there's anything. I do have a question as well.
Yeah, please.
Did you, or do you have an hypothesis on how that results would look in people who don't live in traditional relationships?
They don't have.
Like, what about people who don't live in monogamous relationships, in open relationships, polyamorous, who have a lot of partners and a lot of friends? Do you think it would look the same if a partner is not one single individual?
It's a good question. I'm not sure. At least in In our study, since here we only consider very small samples, you can see that it's only 25 pairs of the couples and 25 pairs of the friends. And also they are all Chinese university students. So as a researcher, I can only say the results from our data.
Of course, and they all live in traditional monogamous
Yes,
relationships. Okay,
yes.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your wonderful talk. I was just wondering if you looked specifically for the different categories of the videos. Like, did you measure the synchrony between specifically for fearful videos or for joyful videos?
Here we use the 12 videos. Yeah, we can see that from, sorry. Let me move back. And here we have 12 movies and for 6 different emotions. Actually, we conducted the calculation in each videos. However, when we calculate across different videos, there are no significant results. Only we average them together, we got the results. Thank you so much.
Okay, I have one question. Maybe this is going to
please.
be the last one. So I guess you use the ratings for to measure the emotional
Yes.
synchronization. But do you have any plan for using any qualitative measures like language or natural language or description about the movie, that kind of thing?
Since here we want to control the influence of interaction, so we ask them to don't talk to each other. So they only write down their emotion score on the questionnaire. Yeah. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Thank you.